Good morning on day 81. So the rain is gone, hopefully, and we're heading down into town today to Duncannon to do a resupply and hopefully find my mom a dentist. We're not exactly sure how far we'll go, but somewhere between like 11 to 15-ish miles.
We're the Six Pack Hikers!
Good morning. We are a couple of miles in, making our way to Duncannon. Injury update. Face feels a little bit better this morning after sleeping. My knees are very sore. I don't think it's more than just like soft tissue damage or whatever, like just banged them up badly. I don't think I got down to like the knee joint or anything like that, but they're sore in walking. But the most important thing is my tooth right now, and it doesn't hurt, but again, it feels like it's just a little bit out of place. And so we're going to try to get to a dentist in Harrisburg. So Duncannon and Harrisburg are pretty close together. We're working with some trail angels that have reached out to see if we can't get a ride for me and an appointment at a dentist to get my tooth looked at, make sure it's not damaged, see if it needs to get reset. I don't know. But that and a resupply are our top priorities today. So all of that will happen around the 11.5 mile mark. We'll see how long all of that takes and how we're feeling, and we'll decide how much further we're going to go. We made it over to the Cove Mountain Shelter. We're gonna walk down to it, take a privy break, snack break, and fill our water bottles. I think this is the last water source till we get down to town. And it's been the only water source we've crossed today, so gotta stop. The shelter has a bit of an infestation with carpenter bees. So I'm sitting under the awning, there's just wood shavings falling down.
There's a cicada.
Yeah? It's like all these little pieces from their little mouths chewing into the shelter. Shelters tend to be at the very bottom of very long hills. I think this one was 0.3 down. And we just kept coming down and down and down to get to it, and then it feels great to rest, of course. Then you turn around and have to climb back out. We are making our way down into Duncannon, and perhaps this is more of an appropriate greeting to Rocksylvania. Big rock steps, and we're coming up to the side of a mountain that's just all All rocks. Whew. All right.
Looks like grease.
All right, Energizer, we've made it almost into Duncannon.
Almost.
How was that descent with the rocks and the black snake? And
Steep.
it was steep.
Steep. The rocks were pretty sharp. I rolled my ankle.
Twice, didn't you?
Yes, ma'am.
But hey, almost in town, right?
Yes, ma'am. 0.5.
So sometimes trail goes right through a town. Like when we went through Hot Springs, North Carolina, or even Boiling Springs, Pennsylvania. So now Duncannon, Pennsylvania, going straight through town, looking for a restaurant that Treehouse had recommended called Goodies. And then he gave us a clue from that leaf that we need to find an Irish inn and look for a, quote, safe place. And there's something there hidden for the kids. So got a couple of things to take care of and resupply. Hopefully it's a fun town stop.
Me neither.
You gotta sign the wall. Hanging out in the hiker lounge. Cold Gatorades.
They had free postcards.
So zoom in here. We got 6-pack hikers. Beacon. Tunes. Serenity. Pretty cool. So Sunshine, you gotta sign. And Energizer. Gotta get that name up there. Find a spot. No? You gotta find a spot. And we went in the Doyle Hotel. That was the Irish inn that Treehouse had told us had the treat, and had to ask some employees. They had actually moved the safe. He had said look for a safe place. But we found the old desk, and in the top drawer there was a box of chocolate chip pancake Pop-Tarts. So the flavors that Pop-Tarts comes up with are just unreal. There were a lot of people around while we were up there, so I couldn't really video, but very cool to find that in the drawer. Thank you, Treehouse. Now we're looking for a spot for lunch. How's lunch?
Amazing.
Pretty good? Subs? Getting full? Right up. Remember the name of the place? Pizza and sub place? Sorrento's, I think. Pretty good. So we got lunch at Sorrento's and are now making our way to camp. There is not a dentist in Duncannon. We're gonna have to wait a couple days till we're closer to a bigger town and hopefully make it happen there. But we've only got like 4 miles to where we're gonna camp, keeping today short and hopefully getting some good rest tonight. There's Energizer and Sunshine. Serenity's behind her.
Sweating already.
Sweating already? At least the air's moving out here. It was not moving in the restaurant.
Yes, ma'am.
So that feels good. How's flat road walking going?
Hurting my feet, but otherwise good.
Good. We'll be on soft ground soon. We are currently crossing the Susquehanna River. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. It's a big one. The water's still pretty brown from all the rain. There you go. You would get in it anyway to cool off. At least there's a breeze.
Cannonball!
Cannonball! All right, let's get across the train tracks and back in the shady woods. No train. No train. We're climbing up. We used to be we can't really tell. Way down there. By the road. But we're quickly making our way up to the ridge about a mile climb and then about a mile and a half to the campsite option and a shelter option. Currently navigating the ridge. It's a lot of big rocks. Whew. How are y'all feeling?
It's hot.
It is hot,
Very humid. Like we have clouds and breeze, and we're up higher than the river now.
but it's still quite hot. We've got how far? 0.6 to the shelter?
0.6 to the shelter and 0.4 to a possible campsite.
Who's ready?
Me.
My hands
Yes,
up.
ready to
no
get
one can
there.
see. Yes.
Ready to get there.
Ready to get there and get water.
I hope I can make a ninja course
That'd be cool.
on these rocks.
You ready? Mm-hmm. All right, so Chicken Louise sent a video. She's celebrating 1,000 miles.
Oh wow.
I wasn't kidding, it's long. At camp, and you know what Energizer's doing. The sun is up. Kid is exploring. Careful. We're sitting over by the fire pit, getting dinner, cold soaking.
When did you get?
Hey, Sunshine, what'd you
He
find?
fell on me.
Oop.
Yeah, buddy.
Aww. It's an eastern, oops, won't focus on you.
Focus, come here. Focus.
Eastern tent caterpillar. There we go. We have these back home.
Fuzzy heads.
Super cute.
Hee hee.
There we go.
Go back. Here we go.
And just when you think Energizer can't get any more energy out, you find him about 20 feet up in a tree. Was it hard to climb?
No, sir. We did 15.6 miles to the Ferry shelter. and
what else?
I had fun in the climbing the tree.
You had fun climbing the tree?
We got to the start of the rocks. And
You got to the start of the rocks. I have to translate.
which they're not very bad, but they hurt my knee a bit.
The
and
rocks
my
did?
feet and
Yeah.
my ankles and my shins.
Why are you winking at me? There we go. You lost an eye. I think it's time for bed.
I don't want to go to bed.
You're in the wrong tent, buddy.
Mm-mm.
Can you say goodnight?
Good night.